First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rekah Kwadash, and the bonds to those great millstone, and also to those elect that scattered abroad. I like to say Shalom, and come back here today with another great powerful lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And the type of D lesson is Neuralink, second trial. So I like to say Shalom to all our listen and learn. Hope to sweep you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So I have a quick news article here by Forbes, and it reads that Elon Musk Neuralink prepares to implant second human patient. Let's get a little bit more. It says here, top line, it said Elon Musk brain implant computer Neuralink will one day bestow cybernetic superpowers on people and allow them to control robots with their minds, the tech billionaire claimed Thursday, offering a futuristic and unrealistic forecast for the OPEC or non-transparent company next step after he delivered a rare update and reveals plans to implant a second human patient within the next week or so. So we're seeing right now that things are picking up. We're seeing that, at the end, it shall speak and not lie. So we're seeing that these prophecies are lining up just like clockwork. The MOTB is right around the corner. So we're seeing that he's putting these things right in your face, in plain sight. A lot of our people are still games are still not believing. And these things are rolling out right before our eyes. So we already know about this brain chip. They said will cure blindness, where you will be able to see again. You'll be able to walk again if you're paralyzed, or you're paraplegic, or missing a limb. They can attach some type of robotic device or robotic arm to your remaining tissue, and you'll be able to use it just like a regular arm. Also it's saying that it will make you smarter or make you a superhero. So these are lying wonders, these lying miracles, and a lot of people are going to line up. A lot of people are going to trust in this new technology, this new system that they're putting in place. And one thing about it, number one thing, it will be implantable. You know what I'm saying? Digital. You know what I'm saying? Also, programmable. We're coming upon these times. You will not be able to buy or sell if you not be a part of this system. Also, it will make you a walking device, 5G, 6G. And one thing about it, getting ready to do away with this cell phone very soon. And one thing about it, we're seeing that we're very close. Make you a walking Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So they already have these things already in place. We know about the RFD microchip. That is the main goal. So this is leading into transhumanism. AI, robotics, biometrics. A lot of these things are coming into play. In the middle of the Lord, we constantly sign and crying. We are sounding like a broken record. But one thing about it, these are the times that we're living in. So we're seeing now, you already had the first test run. So this is the second test run. And also it was rumors that he won't, by the end of the year, hundreds, even thousands, to have this device implanted in them. So we're seeing that we're here. The devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. And everybody, we already know that device goes into his mind set. It goes into his agenda, his plan, his plot, total control, new world order. We're here. It's at the door. We're seeing that these things right here, the implantable devices, open AI, chat, GPT, all these things are coming into play. Also it's saying that, a lot of people are saying that, they'll be smarter, it will make them better. Also, when you look up DARPA, things like that, they got these super soldiers that are already been implanted with this chip. So a lot of things are already here. It's right before our eyes. So we already knowing that, all of a sudden, this is going to happen. We already know it's already been prophesied. The Lord is constantly making it plain upon table. In the middle of the Lord, we're constantly warning you left and right. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is Neuralink, second trial. So let's get a quick precept before we start today's video. Let's go here. Let's go straight to the point. And it says here, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3 said, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So I had about talking about that vision, what the prophecies, the signs of the time. So we seeing that appointed time is here right now, because we seeing everything is constantly lining up just like clockwork. We already knowing about all what's going on all around the world, what is happening right before our eyes. We seeing we coming in a transition digital society. Also, we knowing that the collapse of the dollar, the end of the dollar, is the end of America. Also, we knowing that this new currency is going to merge with the RFD microchip, which in fact is the mark of the beast, and also with this Neuralink. So all these things are going to work hand in hand. And a lot of people will be deceived. So let's read this once again. It said Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3 said, for the visions are the prophecies, are the signs of the times, is yet for appointed time, which in fact is now, but at the end it shall speak. So it's speaking right now loud and clear. The Lord's word is not returned to him void and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So we're seeing now that these prophecies, they're not delaying right now. You know, they are constantly, just like birth pain, they constantly coming, they becoming more obvious, more clear that we're very close to all hell breaking, also to this implement of this RFD microchip. Also, our salvation is at the door. That's why we constantly warning you left and right. So now, I start today's video, and after the video, we will start the lesson, and I hope that you will get edified.
Elon Musk's Neuralink to implant its brain chip in a second patient next month. Neuralink's first patient, Nolan Arbaugh, 30-year-old quadriplegic, lost movement below the shoulders in a 2016 driving accident. With the Neuralink implant, he controlled a computer cursor and played games using just his thoughts. However, some tiny wires from the chip retracted from his brain, reducing the electrodes that measure brain signals. Neuralink found that Arbaugh's brain moved more than expected, causing the wires to retract. Despite this, they improved the implant's performance by tweaking the algorithm. Arbaugh retained 15% of the implant's function and continues to benefit from it. The FDA approved Neuralink's plan to insert the implant deeper into the brain, from 3 to 5 millimeters to 8 millimeters, to prevent future issues. Over 1,000 quadriplegics have registered to be the next patient. Neuralink aims to select fewer than 100 candidates and make a final decision next month. They plan to implant 10 people by year's end, greatly enhancing lives. Neuralink is also seeking approval in Canada and the UK, showing the global potential of this groundbreaking technology. Please follow us for more.
Elon Musk says within a few years there could be thousands of people with Neuralink devices implanted, and ultimately conceptual telepathy, communicating entire concepts uncompressed, will be possible between them. Listen to this.
So in terms of next phase of rollout, well, we really want to make sure that we make as much progress as possible between each Neuralink patient. So we're only just moving now to our second Neuralink patient, but we hope to have if things go well, high single digits this year, and I don't know, maybe this is somewhat dependent on regulatory approval and how much technical progress we make, but within a few years, hopefully thousands. Like ultimately, I think you'll be able to do conceptual telepathy, like where you can communicate entire concepts uncompressed to someone else with a Neuralink or to the computer.
And so this LoRa network, like the Amazon Sidewalk network, is perfect for something that can communicate this IOB technology. So now that it has finally got FDA approval, it is going to be the beginning of initiating into permanent implantation into the human. It's no longer just external like a wearable, like a watch or a goggle or a lens or a headband or a hat or clothes. It's not just going to be wearables. It's going to be implanted to the brain.
It'll be edibles.
Yeah, like the digital ingestible pill with a sensor. Or the xenobots. So we're getting to that level where slowly, this is the beginning stages of this evolution that these globalists want to conform us into a transhuman. The evolution of human and robotics migrating into one entity. It's going to happen. It's already got FDA approval, so it's going to happen. The question is, are you going to participate? You guys let us know in the comments.
Now, this is the most obvious sign that we are living in the end times, but nobody seems to be paying attention. Check this out. The book of Revelation mentions the mark of the beast. And just last week, Elon Musk introduces Neuralink into the first patient. Is it just a coincidence or is this the start? No matter what happens in
So we seeing right here, man. You know, it's right in front of our faces. So we seeing right here. This last video was an older video, but I brought it out for edification purpose. So you know, it went along with what I was wanted to bring out. So we seeing right here. You know, Revelation chapter 13 is speaking loud and clear, and a lot of people right now still not considering. You know, still going on with their daily lives, still just, you know, in a la land, you know, in the house of myrrh, you know, and these things are right in front of our face. A lot of people right now still think that the world is not going to end in their lifetime. One thing about it is happening right before our eyes, you know, and the Lord is constantly accelerating time. And one thing about it, so, you know, the Lord said the election has attained and the rest was blinded because, you know, they're not seeing, you know, they're not even hearing, you know, still are being rebellious to this day. So now, start the day's Salakia. Let's start the day's lesson in Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 2. So we're seeing that, you know, they're getting ready to merge man with machine with this new technology, this 5G, this 6G blockchain technology. It's going to work with these digital IDs, also with the Neuralink, and also the main goal with that grain of rice, the RFD microchip, which in fact is the mark of the beast. So all these things are already here. It's right in front of your face. And a lot of people still are going on doing whatever they want to do, not considering, not aware, and it's coming down the pipeline. You'll get caught up in that evil net, which in fact is Jacob's trouble, man. We constantly warn you, left and right, of the hour of temptation. Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 2, it says, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. So right now, a lot of people seeing what's going on in the world. You know, they hearing what's going on in the world, but they, you know, they'll look and they'll look another way. You know, they're not being circumspect. They're not redeeming the time wise, not watching, not being prayed for, not even coming into repentance. You know, these 2/3. You know, they love all these different abominations that do thy will spirit, constantly saying that this ain't gonna happen, that ain't gonna happen. I don't believe this. I don't believe that's the MOTB. I don't believe this is harmful. I don't believe that this will is hurtful. You know, but one thing about it is that we knowing that, you know, we're not ignorant of Satan's device. We knowing that these things are fastly coming down the pipeline. Is right in our face. The stage is set. All things are ready. So let's read this once again. Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 2 said, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. So that's exactly, you know, we can tell our people all day long until we get blue, black, purple in the face. One thing about it, only the election will attain it and the rest will be blinded. The Lord is giving a lot of people a strong delusion so they can believe a lie. So let's get this now. Let's go here to 2 Thessalonians, right quick lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Abishai. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we'll start up at verse 7. And it reads that for the mystery of iniquity do all already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way. So he's seeing that his days are determined. You know, he only have a short season. We're in that short season right now. And out about the mystery of iniquity is the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And he who now letteth will let. That's talking about Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushai said will let until he be taken out the way. So he only have a certain time, a certain month, down to the seconds. You know, this man is getting ready to go out. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready to cut him off, cut the remembrance of him off very soon. So you don't want to have anything to worry about. We're seeing that everything is rolling out just like clockwork. We're seeing that the mystery of iniquity already worked. We're seeing all these different lying wonders that he constantly putting into place. You know, a lot of people getting enticed by this technology. You know, they're going to trust in the strength of Egypt and they will be totally destroyed. And out about it, we're seeing that we're very close, very close. Verse 8, it said, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So right now we already know that the Lord, is getting ready. The wicked shall be revealed whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, and shall destroy the brightness of his coming. So when the Lord returned, in the midst of World War III, you know what I'm saying, that Father shall, he's going to come from the east to the west, you know, so we knowing that we're very close, you know, so we seeing that the wicked has been revealed, you know, which in fact is so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. So the Lord's going to destroy him with those IBCM missiles, also that laser and chariot fire. But right now, you know, we're constantly consuming him with this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time, the men of the Lord and the highways and byways, constantly making these video epistles, constantly warning you left and right what is right in front of your face. The devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. Verse 9, it said, so even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. So we already know who is after the workings of Satan. The physical counterpart of Satan is the what? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, with this what technology, you know, with this AI, with these robotics, with these different devices, you know what I'm saying, this Neuralink, this RFD microchip. He's coming with all these different technology, you know, to entice you. You know, these lying wonders, these lying miracles, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to see again. You'll be able to walk faster. You know what I'm saying? We can cure, if you're paralyzed, you'll be able to walk again. You know, you'll be able to do whatever you want to do. Just like I said, you'll be a cyborg, pretty much, you know, transhumanism. So we're seeing all these things are coming into play. The Bible is speaking loud and clear. We're seeing it happening right before our eyes. Verse 10 is, and with all deceivingness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So a lot of people right now, you know, they love, you know, they're going to be deceived, you know what I'm saying? And all this things that's it's getting ready to come, you know, a lot of people going to say, hey, I'll take it. And one thing about it, the Lord already said, if you take it, you will have to suffer that second death, which in fact is the lake of fire. And the lake of fire will be America. Babylon the Great. This place is going to be totally destroyed. Verse 11 said, and for this cause, the Almighty shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie. So a lot of people are going to get caught up in the deception, in these lies. And the Lord is going to cause them to be blind to it. The Lord is going to cause their ears to be closed, because what? They were that same rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So a lot of these things are coming down the pipeline. The Lord is not on your side. You're going to take it and you will be totally destroyed. Verse 12, it said that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasures in unrighteousness. Those are the two there. You know, they constantly having pleasures in unrighteousness. You know, they love it here. You know what I'm saying? Their desire is to be among these wicked heathens. And one thing about it, if you live like a heathen, you're going to die like one. So we are constantly warning you left and right. The Lord is only coming back for that 1/3 remnant, the one that stand loyal to him, the one that's constantly chatting this place down each and every day. That's what we're waiting on. You know what I'm saying? The downfall of Babylon the Great, which in fact is America. We knowing that our kingdom is very close at hand. So now let's go here to Revelation, because this is exactly what's speaking right now. The system that they're putting into place they rolling it out right before your eyes, you know. And a lot of people still are not considering, just like I say, it's gonna come upon you unaware. You know, a lot of people gonna get caught up in these snares and these traps, you know, all sorts of different situations, you know, and a lot of people don't have faith and work hand in hand. And one thing about a lot of people gonna crumble like a cookie. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15 says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we coming upon that time, you know, if you don't want to be a part of this new system that they're putting into place, that image is talking about what the new world order, you know what I'm saying? They want total control. And one thing about it, the beast is the revised Roman Empire. And one thing about it, you don't want to be a part of this new system that they're putting in place. You know, it says here that, you know, anyone that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That's why they're talking about these FEMA camps, these facilities, these chipping stations, also these guillotines. You know what I'm saying? They're coming into place. So a lot of people will be beheaded. A lot of people will be killed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are coming upon us at a fast pace, and a lot of people are going to trust in this new system that they're putting into play, 5G, 6G blockchain system. And one thing about it, they're getting ready to do away with the cell phone. We're seeing it. right before our eyes. You know, they're transitioning you into this new age whereby it will be implantable, digital, also programmable. We seeing that it's right before our eyes, and also it's going to work with these digital IDs. So they already have everything in place. Verse 16 said, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark or the charagma in their right hand or in their forehead. So we already know right now it's talking about this Neuralink, also this RFD microchip. All these things gonna work hand in hand. And everybody that mean that said it don't matter if you are both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark or the charagma, the MOTB, in their right hand or in their forehead. So one thing about it, it's going to be global. You know, it's going to affect everyone on the planet, whether you rich or poor, old, young, it does not matter. It's going to be affect everyone on the planet. This man is trying to be like the Most High, but one thing about it, he's only a man, and the Lord is getting ready to cut him off. We cannot wait. So we're seeing that we're here. So man, we're here. He calls us all, both small and great. The WEF, the WHO, all these things are coming into play. That's that image, man. We seeing it right before our eyes, man. They want that total control. Verse 17 said, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So one thing about it is that, you know, we'll not be able to buy or sell or do anything, you know, in this new digital society that they get ready to bring into play. We're transitioning into, we're going into, they get ready to try to bring forth the fourth industrial revolution with all these different technologies. And one thing about it's going to be dealing with your transactions. You will not be able to go get any medical supply, no food, no water, not anything. You won't even be able to work. So you're basically going to be cut out of society. So a lot of people going to want to eat. A lot of people going to want to have a sense of normalcy, and they're going to take it. And you're going to be cut off. You know, anyone that consent or submit will be trodden underfoot. So we seeing right here, this is going to be dealing with your buying and selling. It's going to be globally. You know what? You won't be able to have a normal lifestyle anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, they want absolute total control. And one thing about it, they imagine a vain thing. Verse 18 said, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 66. So 666. So one thing about it, a lot of people going to take on this mark, going to be a participant of this system. And out of that, when you go into that 666, that goes in tri-style stigma. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we already know about in the ancient time, you know, there was a badge of servitude, you know, for these Roman soldiers. And one thing about it, you get ready to have a badge of servitude. They get ready to make you a petrol slave. You know, and a lot of people right now, you know, they're constantly are not seeing, not considering, still are going on with their daily life in a house of mirth. You know, they're doing whatever they want to do. It's sunshine today, but this is the quiet before the storm. Things are happening at a fast pace. These prophecies are speaking loud and clear in the middle of the law. We're constantly blowing the trumpet, keeping not silent for Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. So now let's go to our last and final script. We'll close out here. Let's go here to Psalm chapter 10. We close out right here. Psalm chapter 10 and verse 2. Psalm chapter 10 and verse 2. And it reads, said, the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Said, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. So when you go into that word device, it goes into his mindset, into his agenda, his plan, you know, his plot. You know what I'm saying? What? Total control. You know what I'm saying? To try to put this device under your skin or in your forehead. If you lean or if you depend, you know what I'm saying, it shall pierce your hand or go into your forehead. And we seeing that we're here. So right now, right now we're seeing that the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. And who is the poor? The true believers of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the elect. You know what I'm saying? He said, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. So we want the Lord to come. We already knowing that, you know, in the fullness of his sufficiency, you know what I'm saying? Right when he's getting ready to fill his belly, his agenda, you know, Lord is going to cast the wrath of his fury upon them, those IBCM missiles. You know, the Lord is getting ready to take him out. You know, we're in that transition to power. We're seeing it happening right before our eyes. So we're seeing that Elon Musk is rolling out this second trial of this Neuralink. You know, it had a few problems about 4 or 5 months ago, but they saying that they have worked out all the kinks. So, you know, all systems ready to go. So we already know this is getting ready to be a global event. This is getting ready to be what? Mandatory. You know, you will not be able to do anything, buy or sell, without having this under the skin. In the middle, Lord, we're constantly one. So we're seeing that these things right now is right in front of our eyes. We're seeing that it's in plain sight. Stage is set. All things are ready. So one thing about it is that we're going to put our total trust in Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and the Lord's getting ready to return, you know, and set everything back into order. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is Neuralink, second trial. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.